Let's go. Yuk, kita mulai kan sama datang di karena keperluan. Kita akan masuk roadway tapi tidak memulai. Ya mulai dikit aja lah ya.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss.
Isinya ada klik apa tapi saya masih bingung. Kita harus sih mau C6 sebenarnya. Apa Kiki enggak apalagi Kiki dia masih C3 tak misalnya gua angin attack musuh aja. Dulu gua pakai razor. Oh, jam 9 nanti event ya? Ada masih apa gak ini? Apa ya? Oh, ini nggak ada batas waktu. Kayaknya buat Lauma nih.
I know. Present.
Enggak, sebentar. Kapan ya? Tadi masih bingung deh. Masih 39 ya. Kalau enggak ya gua Mizuki. Kayaknya nggak ada apa-apa ya. Berarti kita ke sini aja. Mission party kah? Kamu lihat aku pakai karakter apa? Berbanding waktu kau, gue pengen si Dehya kayak.
I got you, boss.
Berapa perjalanan barumu? Jadi oh iya ini Pak nutup sini ya. Kasih cutscene dulu. Oh.
Hey, Anepa. Sorry to keep you waiting.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current conditions for maritime travel, optimal. I'll be ready whenever you are.
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? Funny you mention it. You'll never get
Tapi
it
kayaknya
from
bakal
Paimon
seru
saw on the way over.
Ya ini
You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you?
dia yang ketinggalan di questnya ini Pak kemarin.
Yeah, come on,
Oh, ini
traveler.
juga.
We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly, how dare you try and slip away without first paying your respects to the almighty
Ini
dragon?
tiga karakter yang ada di trailer pertamanya Nathan.
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodcry. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before the date of your departure.
You sure it's not time to think about chick? Don't worry, we won't keep you long.
Terus
Everyone's there already.
dipegang tangannya tuh.
Beyonce, Auroron, even the Pyro Archon herself. You're invited too, Anepa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent massage technique. My impression of her is exceedingly positive.
Wait, so robots like massages too? Or is it just that Shilonen really knows how you're wired?
Alright, enough with the chit chat. Let's head to the venue.
Woohoo! Party times!
Yo, ada mata-mata cuy.
Spit it out then.
Spit out siapa dia?
They've set off.
Just as my calculations about time I met this variable in person. You know, every time we head to a new nation,
Langsung.
there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it. The next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus crackers. Should have stocked up better at the farewell party.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Notcry.
Kayaknya bakal gacha lama tapi kayak nggak hari ini deh.
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you, Traveler? When did it... That actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anepa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way round. So, when you came over to Natlan, what was the moment you felt like you'd left Notcry?
In that case, probably when my sensors could no longer detect the moon's power.
The moon? You mean, that one we can all see in the...
Negative. I was referring to... Here we are. Paimon, Traveler, we have arrived in Notcry.
Oh...
Iya. Ngepatah-patah.
Paimon, Traveler,
Buset,
welcome to Notcry.
tiba-tiba cutscene-nya kayak gini, Cok. Ini gua liatin apa ini? Wah, main-mainin kamera tuh.
That must be Nasha Town up ahead. That's the
Gua nggak nyalain otomatis loh.
right?
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of Not.
Yo, apa tuh?
Sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties.
atmosfer tinggi nih.
Huh? Is something up, traveler?
Paimon,
Paimon nih dia ngomong.
this is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in
Yo,
Japan.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Oh, well, because
sedih banyak ngomong dia anjir
really
sekarang.
hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something. The kind of power I sensed in those moments.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
Kuva, what now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental
Oh, yeah.
force found only in
Jangan-jangan di
Night,
kisah
or rather,
program doang
a
kayak.
pure, primordial form of elemental energy. That is correct. Another similar concept I have found in my database.
Iya. Primordial sih comeback dari Fountain.
Legend has it that long, long ago, the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Notcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, you were referring to Kuvaki? Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship here?
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. Negative. Description still lacks sufficient detail to pinpoint target location.
Hey, it's okay if you can't remember everything right away. After all, it's been a really long time. Let's just do what we've always done and keep searching as we explore.
Kapan enaknya waktu yang pas buat gacha Lauma? Kalian lanjutin story sih. Paling minggu depan.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as well.
Pesanan aja.
Anyway, just knowing that your spaceship's here in Notcry surely counts as a big step forward.
Like we've crossed another boundary?
Paimon couldn't have put it better herself. Well, as the best guide in the whole of Tibet, Paimon hereby does Notcry. Here we come! Hey, we've been in Notcry for a while now, but we still don't know much about
Loh.
Now we've got some free time. Let's
Kok kita mulainya dari laut, Jir? Tolong. Oh, ya. Guna cas. Ngapain ini?
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for
Simpel
some
banget
peace
sih.
today. Ooh, shiny. It's so pretty.
Shiny. Bisa melompat ke atas. Oh ini ya. Tuh. Ya aku notanya enak juga tuh. Tiamis. Ya warna apa ini? Barat.
It just occurred to Paimon, if we were looking to put out a missing spaceship commission, or to learn more about Notcry, wouldn't it make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild?
The guild is located in Nasha Town. Simply follow this road and...
Huh? What in Teyvat is that? Looks kinda like a ceiling.
that is a kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
Jadi yang agak gedean.
A Kuhenki?
Indeed it does. According to the Frost Moon Scion,
Oh, ini yang
the
kostum
indigenous
saya
inhabitants of
di
this
dunia
land,
ban
Kuhenki,
bulan
are said to be
embu.
familiars of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance.
The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa?
Although Notcry lies on Snezhnaya's border regions, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As I mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon and the sky. The beliefs of the Frostmoon Scions seem to date back to the civilization of the angels. According to the
Angels.
documents in my database, even the 7 Archons did not exist at that time.
Wow! So the origin of their beliefs goes back even further than the
Correct. At some point, you may come across some statues of their goddess. The Frostmoon Scions carved these as well.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune.
Yo sih menganggap mereka pernah ada kebun kayak apa? Kayak monsters di depan rumah. Biasanya bakal ada tamu. Lah, ini apa nih? Baru nih kulus yang tidak mengikuti nama elemen. Enggak.
Hold the line! Is this a travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Apa ini ulahnya Alice?
Are there any particular points of interest?
It all looks pretty interesting to Paimon.
Recalibrating route. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive at an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty stores.
Yikes! Why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she doesn't step it up soon, Minerva's gonna put her out of a job? Let's fly!
Let's try.
Take me up!
gimmicknya Nota ada juga kan. Mungkin partikel. Tidak. Ketinggalan. Buset. Fail parah, Cok. Bisa sampai mana lagi kita? Terus gua nggak tahu lagi ini partnya. Oh, ini. Iya. Ya ulang.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff. Kalau buat senjata craftnya not cry.
Itu kemana sekarang?
Take me up!
Panggil.
Wow! Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here.
Which aspects in particular deviated from your expectations?
Iya, jadi kalau expectation.
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an adventurer's paradise. So, she kind of thought it'd be a bit more picture perfect
According to legend, there was indeed an era of peace in Notcry's past, the age of the Fae. Tales of those ancient heroes are still told today. One of the most well-known is that of the Lantern Fae. This individual performed many good deeds for Notcry. The present-day Lightkeeper's nightly lantern patrols are, in part, a tribute to their memory.
What?
There came a devastating abyssal calamity that
peace.
swept across Notcry, and for a time it was left desolate. Heartbroken by what had become of the land they had so cherished, that Fae extinguished their light, just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Nowadays, the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony. Today, no official authority governs Notcry. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever. The Adventurers Guild is just over there, in Nasha Town's Central Plaza, and the flagship tavern is over that way.
Hey, what's that building over there?
That is Aino's Boom and Blast Kuvaki energy cannon.
I know. Iya.
It gets activated when the Wild Hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reach. But according to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be malfunctioning, likely due to a recent discharge.
The Wild Hunt? Isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that's specific to Nodcry?
It is a phenomenon that has been occurring for several centuries now. Yet the time and location of wild hunt attacks are seemingly random. At first, it was more of an old wives' tale that adults used to scare children. If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you.
Oke, apa ini?
Listen, do you hear that? That weeping in the fog?
Biasanya kalau orang tua ngomong ke anaknya pas maghrib, nanti kalau keluar maghrib ntar diculik wewe gombel. Coba ini Pak, robot cowok anjir.
You're saying people...
I have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer. But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It wasn't until later that it became a full-blown calamity.
Oh, when you put it like that, Paimon's really gotta hand it to Aino.
Absolutely. Aino is very impressive indeed. Anyway, according to my schedule, it is time I took you over to the flagship.
Oh, sure. After all, we shouldn't keep Barca waiting. Well, Paimon's not sure if he'll actually show up at the bar this early. You're right about that.
Kita ketemu kakak kah?
Wow! This place is buzzing with activity! Huh. Isn't this the Adventurers Guild? Why isn't anyone here? Does that mean that Catherine and Nodcry actually gets to clock out? Anyway,
Pulang kerja yang
let's go back
bener.
later.
Konten coy.
Huh. There's so much space on this thing, but only...
Gede anjir.
Wait, Inefa needs help? Uh-oh. What's a major crisis? We should still head over and check on things.
Wah Allah, gue mulai quest yang lain jir. Selang semua obat dalam 2 detik. Yang dibuka yang mana aja dah? Oh, ini selesai. Ini selesai semuanya.
Allow me.
Jir, udah cepet banget.
We should make the most of these supplies.
Lupa. Link dari Bluen. Enggak ada yang beda. Kita makan. Taksi. Katia. Niko, ini masih kecil. Pas ke dalam juga.
I'm okay.
Oh, kerjanya bocil semua itu.
I feel much better these days.
Di off lah.
Let's fly.
Sini ya kayaknya. Oh iya.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see.
Paka ini.
Varka?
No matches, I identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Barca's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
Oh.
Well, well. If it isn't the ineffable Ineffa.
You know each other?
Of course. Ineffa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robots are into booze too?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency of alcoholic drinks is very low, and most of them are full of impurities. Still, I can affirm that your berries and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aino's approval too.
Funny that you should mention that. While you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in here every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
Aww. He must have been worried sick that she wasn't eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ineffa being gone.
Actually it's 'cause Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ineffa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands on. So it was more worry that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. I think I might have just put my foot in it. Anyway, since you're back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned.
Yep, that's us. So, from the sounds of it, you must be a close friend of Varka's too.
Varka? Goes without saying. After all, he's the only one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds of the—
Paimon can't believe he's made such a name for himself.
Gimana ya dia?
Yes, it's hard.
Right now? Must be somewhere near Anvantinjarvi. That's quite far from here.
Huh? Where?
It's a lake in the northern part of Nodcry. Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his knights to check it out.
Oh. So, we missed him?
Komunitas jadi.
Varka knew you'd say that. So he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed yourselves. He sends his assurances that everything's—
Well, if he's that confident, guess our only option is to accept. Anyway, it's not like there's any special cause for concern. He is the Grand Master, after all.
Exactly. Plus, not only has he booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance, too.
Whoa! It's so generous of him! We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we'll get along with Barca like a house on fire.
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Ineffa. That was prepaid as well.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Traveler, Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your luggage? I can use this time to go pick up some components that Aino asked me to bring back.
Sure thing. Besides, now that we've got ourselves a map, once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves.
Oh. So you no longer require navigation?
Ya.
No worries, we should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way round town.
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving of 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previous.
Oh, right. You must miss her a lot, too. In that case, we better get a move on.
Masuk ke oh, flagship tuh 2 tahun juga datang ya. Tuh kamar kecil yang indah di kabin loh.
Feels
Jadi
pretty
kan
good
nyiapinnya
to sort out
OT.
our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks a little worn out. You mean it's got something to do with Nodcry's history?
Koti. Oh, koti.
Oh, should we try the berries and fried meat?
Halo. Bu, au.
Oh, sorry about that.
Please, there's no need to apologize.
Oh.
If anything, I'm the one who should be sorry.
Hehehe.
I shouldn't have gotten lost in my thoughts in the middle of a
Kita
hallway.
ketemu orang kedua Nordkai.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in the room next to ours?
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first,
Weh,
allow me to
panjang
introduce
namanya.
myself.
Nama
My name
resminya
is Kirill Chudamirovich
Kirill Chudamirovich
Please.
Prince.
Just call me Flint.
Prince. Ini kok apa ini?
Whoa, that's... and...
Dia aja
that's
udah
a long name,
ngenalin
sure.
Prince kok. Dia tuh rumit.
Oh, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I be correct then to assume that the two of you are travelers in this land?
Bocah. Ya Sigma telah muncul.
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. I've been to a bunch of nations already, but
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly travelers.
Matanya emas gitu.
are you here for travel too?
If only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here for business.
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry,
Praktiknya apa lagi?
normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole
Oh,
cause for being here today was to repair this lantern of mine.
cemetery ya.
Burial ground?
Your surprise is entirely but if you've
Ah,
heard
sorry.
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by tombstones and decay. Filth. That then is why we are stationed by the burial grounds, to hold the line where it is most vulnerable.
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss. Oh, sounds like a tough job.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact, I like to think it rather suits me. If anything, I'd say I prefer the peace and quiet of a graveyard to the
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Kayaknya tinggal di pemakaman.
She'd be too scared to fall asleep at night.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account.
What?
The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even
Cik.
when they do,
Ini
they're usually
ninja
far
siapa
more
itu?
discreet than the living.
Hantu lebih sopan daripada orang yang masih hidup.
Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless Ratnik is like a mapless traveler. A serious conundrum indeed.
Oh, sure. In that case, you go right ahead.
Not at all. Should the opportunity present itself, I'd gladly continue our conversation another time. You're always welcome to come visit my grave. I mean, the grave I stand watch over. Your visit would bring much needed light to that place of final rest.
Bentar.
Right. Well, if we get the chance.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional Ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Dadah.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo.
Aduh. Pekerjaan yang nggak jauh-jauh di makam tuh apa tuh? Bukan grave robber mah apa di mayat gitu. Grave.
Not to badmouth him at all. In fact, he seemed pretty cultured, but at the same time, kind of spooky. Must be all the time he spent around graveyards. His lantern? No, not really. Huh. Guess you've always had a nose for stuff like this. If you're worried,
Mau kesana sekali.
hey, don't you start spouting all that weird stuff too.
Ini kayak sama orang deh. Ini sama kita. Mewah ya Tata ya. Oh ini event. Kayak gua mau nyesain.
Let's fly. Paimon almost forgot something super. Were we gonna go try out the berries and fried meat? But now, going all the way back to the flagship feels like such a waste.
Please, accept today's
Halo.
gift. Come night or day, may the blessings of the moon goddess shine down upon you.
Apa tuh klenik yang pendoa ini kayaknya.
Huh? What's going on over there? Wait, free food?
Yo, big.
Quick, let's
Go.
go. Paimon's super curious what their food tastes like.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers from afar.
Yo. Penerawang ya.
How'd you know we were travelers?
Just now were a song the birds in the sky, singing of your wanderings. You are no ordinary guests, it seems.
The birds and the...
Pigeon deh.
Forgive me. I should not have laid the words of others out as a welcome mat for our very first meeting. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do
Pani
our
bulan embun.
other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your...
Think nothing of it. These fruits were the finest we found, delicacies gathered in the wake of the morning.
The finest you found?
The first fruit of the harvest must be placed upon the moonlight altar, not as an offering to the gods, but as a spark for lost hunters. For it is the blade of the starving that darkness most easily corrupts.
Ya bunga kayak ada bunga, ada roti, ada kayak berry.
As perhaps you have already heard, we Frost Moon Scions revere and worship the moon goddess. We believe that together, virtue and compassion are the shining light that will lead us all out of the long, dark night. And now, with tides of
Ini ngapain sih?
fury swarming
Mata-mata
into
nih.
Notcry, driven by greed and greed alone, more than
Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions.
Om Genshin. Kita
That's right. 2 servings each. We're starving over here.
woi gak tahu diri woi. Minta makannya gak kayak gitu. Sopan dulu lah.
Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues,
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
but my lady, they...
Please, you two, accept this meal. But remember this. Kindness is the first lantern lit to guide those who stumble in ignorance.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse to follow the moonlit path, then by our frosted blades shall we show them its shadow.
You!
Ini orang gampang banget tersinggung aja. Udah dikasih hati minta jantung. Udah kan minta makan lah.
Hey, look who it is.
Halo.
Whatever. Just you wait. We'll be
Gak
coming
jelas
for
kok.
you next.
Tiba-tiba datang tuh minta makan. Gak ada sopan-sopannya anjir.
Where's the meat? Who wants to eat this garbage?
Those stooges really are.
Ever since they came to Nodcry with all their weird equipment and built that so-called experimental design bureau, our lives have been turned completely upside down.
Judging from how they reacted just now, it seems the Fatui already know who you...
Well, we have gotten in their way in pretty much every nation we visited, so we're probably at the top of their blacklist by now.
I see. Then, on behalf of the Frost Moon Scions, I thank you for the goodwill you have shown us. Because if they had gotten ahead of themselves just now, I'm sure you would have stepped in to help. Just as the birds and beasts put it, your arrival heralds joy to us all.
Wujud asli.
Weary traveler far from home, what better respite than to bathe in the moonlight? You will always be welcome at the Frost Moon Enclave. May we meet again in the moon's gentle glow.
These are delicious.
Ketemu makan enak pasti nggak bakal tahu.
Fresh. Those two Fatui wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and bit them on the shoulder. Looks like Aneva isn't done with her shopping yet, and the Adventurers Guild is still empty. Where should we head next? Good idea. Wouldn't want to let the Puhenki down after all. Let's see. Okay, Paimon's got our route all figured out. So, all that's left to say is, don't fall behind.
Don't fall behind.
This is Nuts and Nuts. It's mostly a fruit shop, but there's a crafting bench too. This is the Speranza, one of the travel guide's recommended restaurants. This is the Vesnici Prolicha greenhouse. Apparently, their flowers are all made of metal.
Ini gambaran Zenzo Zero tahap beta anjir.
And this is the Rossum Workshop. If you ever need a weapon made, this is the place to go. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. Whoa! Take a look at that! You can see really far out into the distance.
Paimon nih guider yang cukup comel.
North, and that looks like something built by the Fatui?
Built by Fatui.
Over there to the west. That must be the place Lauma mentioned, where the Frost Moon Scions live. So, what'd you think? Even if Aneva kind of stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that
Paimon nggak boleh dipuji, Cok.
guiding skills. Hey, come on! Would it kill you to compliment?
Nggak boleh. Nggak boleh.
Look!
Ini dia anjay. Let's go.
There's already a line forming outside. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Oh, or was there anywhere else you wanted to stop by? Where? Which one are you? Oh, now you mention it, Paimon's noticed it too. Anyway, where we go first is completely up to you. Either the
Kok
Adventurers
mencurigakan?
Guild.
Adventure Guild mana? Ya ada Catherine MK2 coy.
Lucky us. The line seems to be gone now. Come on, let's go say hi to Catherine.
Let's go say hi to Catherine. Catherine!
We meet again.
Halo. Ini Catherine MK2 kah? Model baru kayak.
How ridiculous.
Huh? They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very noses. Yet I had not expected to have the pleasure to witness such heights of absurdity firsthand. But Paimon must have...
Lebih muda, ngomongnya nyebelin.
At second glance,
Ya, dia pernah
seem a bit younger than Catherine.
versinya Catherine yang lebih mutakhir. Mulutnya lebih bervariasi.
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
Oke.
A Harbinger?
Apa kamu mau bagi-bagi misi?
I told you already, I'm not Catherine. Just how obsessed are you?
Bagi-bagi misi. Oke.
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning. If you interfered with my work once before, with that little robot, I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction. But we are in Nod Cry now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next
kamu
time
ketujuh.
I might just have to drop all this meaningless etiquette.
Aku udah ngalahin ke belum deh. 8. 6 anjir.
Oh, please. You got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here. Oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply establishing a new order.
New order.
Yeah, right. More like shady experiments, judging by your
Tung-
massive research facility.
DPR.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. So why don't you start by using your already limited processing capacity and, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Nod Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
Udah.
Ugh! Paimon's so mad right now! How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly self-righteous? But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing. We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Hey! The real Catherine's
Saya
back!
Catherine. Halo.
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
Dia balikin dia.
So much nicer to talk to, Catherine.
Oh, dia nggak pergi lagi.
Again, okay?
Ad Astra.
I am sorry.
Toko. Yo.
Please, here you go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the great Lord Sangama Bay your first port of call. Oh dear. So it is the real deal.
It is the real deal.
Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most
Yo,
valuable...
sudah buka cabang di North Sky aja.
And with no small thanks to your munificent patronage.
Ini dia dulu coy.
Come. How could you just sneak into Not Cry like this without telling your dear Lord Sangama Bay? If I'd known earlier, I would have made an absolute pulled out all the stops to ensure that your boat ride over was as comfortable as humanly possible. Thank the Archons we didn't tell you.
Untung kita nggak kasih tahu kamu.
Come now, you know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am when it comes to doing business. Well, regardless of whether that's true or not, the main issue here is that we had no idea you had a branch in
Cabang.
A
Iya loh.
clever merchant always has a backup plan, or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows
Tadi begitu dia sebenarnya.
A merchant with stores galore hears no debtors at the door. Since you're both here in Nodcry, would you care for some of my finest local souvenirs? Whatever you're looking for, I have it. Or we literally just arrived. Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets to take back for our friends?
Kita baru nyampe.
My, your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. In that case, I know just the thing. You must be on the hunt for something like this? What's that? Your hat?
Your hat?
Information, of course. Information about Nodcry, locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind.
Iya sih.
I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. On the back of all our
Ya, beli-beli anjir.
past, I'll even take a hit by throwing in some insider info. Wow, you sure are feeling.
Yang bener aja Paimon.
What do you mean by uncharacteristically? I'm the most generous person. Forget it. Anyway, the long and the short of it, at the moment I set up shop in Nodcry, it struck me how many different factions there were, all competing against each other for power and influence. Well, as they say, there's no time for business like a crisis.
Yang bener aja. Waktu paling susah buat dagang dan sekarang krisis. Orang dagang lagi nggak bagus. Khusus di tempat doang, iya bener ya.
Things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the waters, the greater the potential conflict.
Mencari kesempatan dalam kesempitan.
Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora. Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's paradise that brought you here. The chance to take your very own slice of all the latest and greatest business opportunities? In that case, what would you like to know about?
Mantap. A
bunch of booze-loving monsters? Ugh, don't even get me started. As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single one of our business negotiations wound
Brexit
up in the
tuh
flagship.
lebih ke ada unsur-unsur pirate, bajak laut nggak sih?
Plenty of deals with heavy
Mereka kan bendera sih ya kapal.
made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it.
Nyuri mabuk.
Everyone knows they're here for the ancient moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nodcry of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north hides secrets wilder still. Oh, they're an organization set up to keep the locals safe. Apparently, they have a long and glorious history, and they're made up entirely of volunteers. But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodcry? This place is hardly a magnet for noble hearts. No pay, all work? That's not a business model, and it's certainly not for me. The Frost Moon Scions? You mean the people who believe in the Moon Goddess? They're not a bad bunch. It's just, well, they have such simple
Tidak bawa
luxuries,
foya-foya.
indulgences, no nothing. Trying to earn a little more from that lot is like trying to squeeze blood
Apa
from a
namanya tuh?
stone.
Ya sederhana sih.
Still, things between them and the Fatui have gotten pretty tense. It's only a matter of time before the power
Yeah.
goes boom. And when that happens, That's when business will start to boom too. Oh, they're an organization set up to keep... But seriously, a volunteer organization in Nodcry? This place is hardly a magnet for noble
Masawi.
hearts. No pay, all work? That's not a business model. What now? A spaceship? Nope, never heard of anything. Don't you two get involved in any big business here without so much as a heads up, you hear me? At the very least, consider letting me in as a key. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Sooner or later, you'll no doubt end up doing business with some other merchants in Nodcry. And someone's bound to mention a place called the Curatorium of Secrets. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there, no matter how much trouble you're in. The Curatorium of Secrets?
Yang bangunan Fatui.
Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood.
Yo.
You're not just saying that to stop your competition from undercutting you. When did that little pipsqueak get so sharp?
Pet anjir.
All that info for free just to win them over. What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallet. I mean, on behalf of your wallets. You're really not convincing anyone, you know.
Yo. Makin ditinggal.
All right. Business is a cutthroat business. I won't argue with that. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people most likely to not cry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in
Oh
favors.
ini si upcoming karakter nih.
Seriously? It feels like you're just bad-mouthing your rival now. Fine. If you don't believe me, go see for yourselves.
Oh iya bener kali.
But compared to hers, my conscience is so large. Why, it could fill 3 whole palaces of Alcazar's array. But when you realize what I'm saying is true, don't say that good old Lord Sangamapay didn't warn you. Anyway, don't be a stranger now. We might be in Nodcry, but don't forget, Dory's doors are always open for you.
Dari lucu ya. Oh iya, yuk. Ya bisa jalan-jalan. Ini baru bener ya. Jumat ya? Kita lanjut Senin lagi deh. Di belakang kita
Let's fly. Take me up. Let's fly.
kok custom masih enak ya. Oh diangkat info.
Locked on. Open fire.
Buset. Eksplorasi Notra lucu-lucu semua nih.
Let's fly.
Oh, there you are. Ya, ada Columbani. Kingklang. Cek borderline saling update.
Take me up. Hey, Nappa!
Hello. I was just about to start tracking your whereabouts.
Did you manage to get everything Aino asked for?
I did. What about you? Do you need me to navigate or introduce any more places?
Not for now. We've seen most of it already. We probably need some time to process everything we've learned.
Any progress with the spaceship?
No. Catherine came back just now, so we asked her, but even she hasn't heard a thing.
One possible explanation is the vast stretch of time that has elapsed. Additionally, given the limited resources available in Nodcry, it is entirely plausible that the wreck was scrapped for parts, or even mistaken for a pile of broken machinery.
Aw.
Understood. In that case, why don't we go ask Aino together? After all, she was the one who salvaged me. Ancient dragon technology and all. If there really are any unusual parts floating around Nodcry, there's a high chance they've passed through her hands at some point or another.
Good point. And since you keep mentioning her, we're curious to meet this whiz-kid mechanic too.
Understood. Then I'll handle navigation as before.
Tuh, 34
ETA
menit.
at the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop. 34 minutes ahead of schedule.
Kingklang.
Let's fly. Take me up. Oh no! There's a little animal trapped
Yeah.
in there. Let's go help it out. Huh? That's weird. Why isn't it responding?
The tides of Kuvaki affect everything in Nodcry. So much so that many creatures have evolved a kind of dependency upon it, growing stronger or weaker as it waxes and wanes. This little...
So you're saying we need to use Kuvaki? I'll leave it to you guys. Don't be scared. We'll get you out of here soon.
Triple tie tetap mah profit aja.
Oh, it worked! Off you go now, little one. Don't go getting yourself caught again.
Nggak usah reme. Dia lagu kombatnya
Let's run. Locked on. Bullseye. Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff.
ada bawah tanah. Coba ya. Kunci percobaan. Nanti ya.
Take me up.
Ini ada WordPress ya. WordPress besar nih kayak. Christopher anjir.
Take me up.
Material. Oh ya. Wih.
Here we are. The place Aino and I call home.
Whoa! So many machines that Paimon's never even seen before. And then there's all these little robots. Did I know them all?
That is correct. It looks like Aino has created 3 more little bots since I've been gone.
Aw. Well, you were gone for quite a bit. She must have missed you.
I missed her too. I want her to see what I've become.
Let's not keep her waiting any longer.
Oh.
I know. I'm back.
Ineffa? You're back significantly earlier than I expected. Like a whole 30 minutes at least.
Everything went very smoothly, which saved me quite a bit of time. I know. Could you turn around for a moment? I know.
I've been on my best behavior the whole time you've been gone.
Apa itu? Coklat.
Chocolate all over her.
I know. While I was away, did you strictly abide by my table snack intake schedule?
Oh, of course I did. 1 whole cake, 1 crumb cake, and 1 pack of chocolates a day.
Ya, baju itu ya, baju pakai baju oversize.
It was either a cake or a crumb cake or a pack of chocolates per day.
Oh, shoot.
When did you finish the snack stash I left for you?
Oh iya Pak, galak dia.
Literally just earlier today.
Let me just go run a scan on that.
Yo.
I meant today, a week ago.
And then you restocked an entire week's worth on your own initiative?
2 weeks worth. Why does Paimon feel like the roles in this household
Iya kan ini.
the opposite
Oh
of
ini
what
Pak
she
yang galak.
mentioned?
Calculation complete. Aino's recommended snack calorie intake for the next 4 weeks. 0.
No fair! You're a meanie, Ineffa.
This is what happens when you break an agreement.
Oh, come on! Don't do this to me! I only ate a teeny bit extra every day. Just a teensy eat.
That is objectively not a teensy bit extra.
Oh, seriously? If you'd only arrived half an hour later, I would have had everything cleaned up and you wouldn't have noticed a thing. But now that I think about it, you even said you'd come back a bit earlier than you did, so I wouldn't have to worry.
Ada air water coy.
But then, you were away so long, and I was so worried about you. And that's the old... Oh.
I know. I'm very sorry to have kept you waiting. I'm back now.
Dulu ciptaannya. Ini Pak peluk saya.
Will I be able to keep eating?
Negative.
No.
Okay. Well, given that I am later than I initially projected, I'll let it slide. But just this once.
Thanks, Ineffa. You're the best.
I know. Allow me to introduce.
It's the honorary knight.
Honorary knight.
I know.
Jadi
Uncle Mark
tahunnya
talks about you guys all the time.
baju ini jalur fakta.
Nice to meet you, I know. Ineffa's told us all about you, too. Huh? Really? She... Well, she's not wrong. Oh, yeah. So, you're here to see Uncle Varka, right? A couple of days ago, he suddenly said he had to head out on business, and that he might not be back for a while.
Biasanya dulu ya kayak.
Yeah, we heard about that at the flagship. Did he say what he was doing? Nope. Just told me to take good care of you guys and make sure you feel right at home.
Rumah.
Do either of you need my help with anything? Anything at all?
Kepala keluarga.
I'm the
Jadi.
head of the household. Sure wouldn't know it from that snack tantrum she just threw. A spaceship, huh? From outside to that? Exactly. No. Oh, nope means nope. More specifically, by nope, I mean, I've never seen a single piece of tech in all of Notcry that might have come from out of this world. Not in any new machines or in any old ones either. Huh.
What I know means is that your spaceship almost certainly has not been disassembled nor repurposed as parts for other machines.
Oh, so that's what she was getting at.
Yep. I've taken apart pretty much all the fun stuff in this city at one point or another, but I don't recall ever seeing any components that were anywhere near that. So either your spaceship crashed somewhere it's never
Kok
been
bener nyangka
found, or
Ether
someone
malam
did
itu
find
datangnya
it
pakai
and then
spaceship
hid
dia.
it really, really well.
Padahal di trailer paling awalnya Genji tuh mereka pakai bintang.
But who would even do something like that?
Beats me. Maybe someone who thought they could stash it away for a rainy day. Just like how I sometimes
Halo.
Anyway, long story short,
Dia takut sama ciptaannya sendiri dia.
besides, sounds like it would practically be ancient history by now. If anyone still has any leads on what really happened, it'd be the Frost Moon Scions.
The Frost Moon Scions?
Sumpah gue tuh bingung. Gue perlu gacha lama apa enggak?
Huh? Haven't heard of them yet? Didn't Inafa tell you about their
There wasn't enough time to delve deeper into their history and tradition.
What kind of rituals are we...
I've never actually seen them myself. They say that each of their moon chanters has had access to an ancient relic that lets them see
Yo,
true
mau nak kebalik gak sih anjir? Lihat masa lalu.
Not sure exactly how it's meant to work. I can't get my head around anything that can't be explained
Lihat
by
masa lalu
either
tuh
machines
mau
or
nak kebalik
science.
gitu.
And to tell you the truth, I don't like it much either.
Looks like we'll have to try our luck with the Frost Moon Scions.
Aw, leaving so soon? Sure you don't want to hang out a little longer?
It's getting late, I know, and these two still need to head over to Hisi Island. It would not be convenient for them to linger much longer.
Aww. Alright then.
Don't worry. We'll be sure to drop in on you as often as we can.
Really? You promise? Sounds like my type of visitors. You're welcome anytime.
I'm going to look after Aino today, so I won't be going with you.
Hey, don't sweat it. We'll find our way just fine.
I'm glad to hear that. Also, I must admit, I have very much missed the charging bed that Aino made for me.
Are you here to play with me?
Itu ya bener-bener. Ya ada teks cok. Ya ada.
Yes,
Feeling comfortable?
I am indeed. No bed in the world is as comfortable.
Dia kalau berdiri nyaman. Oke.
Inafa?
Yes,
Want me to increase the charging rate?
please, if you would. Thank you, Aino.
Inafa?
Ina ya.
I'm hungry.
Aku lapar.
In that case, please enable quick check.
Kok dia hidupnya manja juga ini pemilik Inaya. Bisa masuk lagi kapanpun. Itu kita ke buka hewan. Buset. nih Rainbow Crystal. Oh. Ini musuh nih.
Strike them down.
Let's get it on!
Strike them down.
Right now. Emerge. Knock them down.
Knock them down. They're awesome.
Take
And
me up.
purge the darkness.
Open the score. Ada yang hantu kepala buntung ini.
Strike them down.
Kecil.
Rest and rebuild.
Right now. A sight to behold. Emerge. Right now.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness.
Push.
Strike them down. By the north wind.
Giddy up.
Allow me.
Let's run.
Apa tuh?
Strike them down.
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you,
Misal masih
I
bisnis
only need the
apa?
stuff.
Kita bisa lewatin dikit. Lanjut Senin kah? Buat kaca lomah. Oke, buka. Apa nggak usah?
I know. Present.
Oh, beres. Kita sampai sini aja deh. Saatnya kita lanjut minggu depan. Sekalian nyasain akun-akun guys. Oke. Terima kasih sudah mampir di Pada Kleponkliwonyt. Kita ketemu lagi nanti malam di game yang berbeda. Oke, thanks for watching. Sampai jumpa di selanjutnya.